Hello and welcome to another Fleet Ops audio commentary brought to you today by ClintSat. We have an exciting rematch of a rematch for you today here between Charybde and Immercenary. Or I guess as he pronounces it, Immercenary. Apologies for that. We'll go ahead and just call him Mercenary and we'll call Charybde Cherub. So starting at the top we have Mercenary. He is setting up his conduction matrix, and we'll find out in just about probably 10 seconds, maybe less than that, what avatar he is. The past couple games, he's gone assimilate and done a great job of keeping Cherub on his toes, having to fend off those evil assimilators. And he looks like he's loading something. There we go. I think everything is alright. But yeah, he's done a pretty good job using the assimilators and some dodecahedrons to really add some long-range push. So checking here, he is optimized. So a little different view from him this game. Should be quite fun to see. Looking at the bottom, his mighty opponent, Cherub, is setting up his engineering and dilithium. Pretty standard, really doesn't, Federation starts really don't vary that much against Borg, generally, unless you're going to go saber spam with 2 yards right at the start. You put up your engineering, you put up your mining, and he's going to take this constructor, and he may build a yard here, and then probably put his tritanium there while he does chassis level 1. So we will see if I am psychic today or not. Mercenary's having a little bit of lag. I think his Tungle might be acting up, so hopefully he will stick with us. He may be adjusting some settings. Looks like he went tritanium first. That's pretty common for simulators, if you're going to go auto assim at least. Nice little scout here on the back. I love it. I love it when you do that. This is a good position to be in, maybe a little bit further south there, because he still is in range of some transporters. But I like to comb the back of the base, see what's going on. Sometimes you can park one of these suckers somewhere around here, especially orange. You could probably park it around one of these these asteroids, and no one would even know. Let's see, yard going up. Antares yard against Opti Borg. I would imagine he's going to go Intrepids. They have that great torpedo, pretty fast, and are going to mitigate some of the damage from probes with their ADAI passive. So should see something like that. And at the top here we see nodes level 1 going off, and looks like an uplink. And ooh, nice little hit on the scout. Thing about the Borg starbase is a couple of shots and you usually lose that scout. So was able to get it away. It's a good deal. Little avatar check. It is Mason. Admiral Ben Mason loves his Novas and Norways. Pretty good. It's a pretty good avatar for Fed versus Borg. The Intrepids are a little stronger, and just not a bad deal. E2s are pretty good. Okay, and we are back. So we've got basic bases set up, and just waiting to see what happens here. Intrepid's on the way, and Borg, we've got a Dode going up, so good job on scouting, or at least anticipating what the Federation player is going to do. And curious to see if this is a Dode as well. He's got a little while before he gets the collector connections for that. but is popping out a couple probes. Probes are going to do a little bit extra damage. Also going to be very helpful in taking out miners. Alright, so got the expansion going up here. Building the yard first, not a bad deal. Going to help get some extra ships out. But primarily, it's really going to add that extra bit of repair over here. Makes it a lot harder to raid, you know, if he can get his ships into repair. Dode still going up. That could be a turret Dode. I didn't. Well, he's going up pretty fast. Yes, indeed. So, still kind of just figuring out what's going on. Something that's kind of fun to watch would be, you know, get a couple scubes up now. You know, make sure that you've got some ships out to do, and that is exactly what he's doing right now. Take some ships, harass over here, do some damage, then make a turret Dode. And this one appears to be a double intercept, so it's going to do some serious damage to those Intrepids and miners. But if you get a turret Dode, sit that puppy like right over here, or maybe even right over here. Just have it do damage. Deal some, you know, it's gonna stop him from actually mining on anything over here. Can help do extra damage on things going to repair. This guy is going to die. Detector needs to move. Not gonna make it. The phasers are gonna take him out, I think. Oh, and I am wrong. I am wrong, and he gets away. Wowee. Got the Dode, got the probe going in. Would not be bad for them to come up here and force him to make this a turret. That's some resources that he will not get back, and that turret will not do a lot of damage, you know, later in the game when he's throwing out spheres. Just not going to be a game changer for him. Not going to keep that place protected. Alrighty, so still have some Intrepids out. As in a Federation, if I did see this, I don't know that he had a chance to see it with his scout, I would queue up a couple of Monsoons. Monsoons probably they may die to this stuff right here, but they'll tank a lot of damage from that Dode, so these Intrepids can kind of clear up the rest of this stuff. Will we see this thing pop? No. We'll have another Intrepid pretty soon. Looks like they were trying to do a little physics block, but oh, they're gonna kill the platform. That's not a bad deal, I guess. This Dode does really horrible damage to those stations, but this stuff's gonna do decent damage against this Intrepid. Definitely best to get these other ships out and let this Dode take all the fire from those guys. Scube taking some damage. This guy, will he get in the yard? Will he get in there? Oh, he does, and oh, Intrepid getting hurt. Can they kill the Intrepid? And they do get engines. Scube running away for its life. These guys may want to head over here and just take this guy out. He is close enough that a constructor could easily get him back into the yard. I'm not sure where these guys are going. He may lose another Intrepid. Let's see, is a constructor? Constructor not going over there, but it's going to be really easy for that to just yank him back in. Checking up on here, these guys do go through the nebula, interestingly enough. And this guy right here is probably going to die. Dode is probably going to take him out. does take him out. Let's see if this guy goes into the nebula. It does not. So, you know, in all, not a bad deal for the Borg. Would have been nice to get this kill. Would have been more nice to not have to have so much damage on some of these units here. But you know, took out one scout. I will note that Charybde had a couple scouts going out, making sure he knew what was going on. Definitely a good deal, especially when you can't have a cloak scout just following a fleet. It's good to have good sight lines. Even if you lose a scout, they're not that expensive. A little bit of expansion going on for the Borg, and really not. It's actually ahead of the Federation, even though the Feds do have, you know, a yard there, a fairly secure expansion in a way. They do not have. They don't have the actual mining up, and that is going to be very helpful for the Borg. Starving Fed of resources. Haha, they're going to get that Intrepid back. Keeping him away from Starfleet Command is going to help. We do see a couple Dodes going up, Monsoons going up to counter the Dodes. It's a pretty good deal there. Mercenary, a little bit of lag. Hopefully he is okay. We do see that he has a node up, or an uplink, I guess. Yeah, and he's sitting on 44 connections. So what that tells me sphere. I think we're going to see a sphere. I think we're going to see a big, bad ball of fun coming out. And oh, Charybde having trouble getting this guy in. He'll get him in there now. If not, it'll repair on its own pretty quick. Nice Borg fleet, kind of moving around. I'm surprised this has not been built up yet. I think it's because Charybde wants to make sure that he has as many ships as he possibly can have, and you know, who blames him for that? Problem is, the sphere is going to really help. You know, even the odds if it kills some more of this mining, and without Starfleet Science and that Starfleet Command, he's not going to have 3 guaranteed ships coming in every few minutes. Sphere chassis down. Needs about 300-ish, 350-ish dilithium to get that sphere out. Expect to see probably prime regen. Could see a regen torp. Holding beam, not. I don't think it's going to happen. They are pretty cool. I'm not a big user of them myself, at least not in games against, say, the Fed. I like the Prime's ability. I like that ability to get rid of special energy. Another scout taken out. Should have seen this guy going up, or set up to go up. So let's see what kind of sphere we have. It's got about a minute. Yeah, a minute to go. Intrepid's moving up. 6 Intrepids. It's a pretty good deal. It's gonna, in theory, should overpower this. These guys are gonna have to be very careful. We'll see if they run from the Dode. And if they concentrate their fire on the Dode, they're gonna be okay. But these guys here are gonna have to get out. These, you know, Intrepids do not have their special. Oh, look at that. Probe gonna make it out. Another probe gonna make it out. Well, no, that probe's probably not gonna make it. He's gonna have to really. Oh, wow. Borg got the first move off on, and was able to get out of range of the